that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, you guys should be good.
Okay, so today I'm talking about learning styles. So the first thing I want you to think about is, how do you learn? Do you learn from flashcards, from reading, from teaching the material? In school, how did your teacher present material to you? That will kind of also kind of get you to thinking based on learning styles. So my main question or my thesis for this presentation is finding and understanding your learning style can help you study effectively and lead to success in both college and after. A brief overview of what we're going to talk about is, what are your learning styles? How can I find my learning style? How can they benefit me in college? And how can learning styles benefit me in my career? So you're probably asking, what is a learning style? You may have heard it. It was in our, what we have to talk about, our outline. But the best definition I found is, learning styles are used to describe how learners gather, sift through, interpret, organize, come to conclusions about, and store information. And this is from McDaniel from Kansas University. There are 7 main styles: visual, oral, verbal, physical, logical, social, and solitary. The top 3 learning styles, in my opinion, are visual, oral, and physical. I'm going to give a little brief description of each one. So visual, easily visualize information, use diagrams and drawings, and typically good at directions. Oral, have strong ties to sound and music, usually good at speeches and presentations. Verbal is using words in speeches or writing, having good vocabulary, and good at debating and journalism. Physical is using your body, hands, and sense of touch, and you learn best from doing something, not by seeing it. Logical is more math, so reasoning and numbers. You solve complex problems by strategies and their way of thinking. Computer programming, math, and science programs are what you're best at. Social is interpersonal, so you enjoy collaborating with others, communicate effectively, usually good listeners who are thoughtful and understanding. Solitary is intrapersonal, so study and work alone. They are independent, self-aware, and in tune with their thoughts and feelings. They like quiet places and being to themselves. So with the top 3 of visual, auditory, and kinesthetic, I kind of put those as top 3. A lot of places, a lot of quizzes put those as the main ones you can find about yourself, because this is kind of how we're taught to learn in school. And lots of the other ones kind of branch off these 3, because if you're visual, you're obviously maybe a little bit more solitary or intrapersonal. And so that's why they're the top 3. Just to re-grasp on what each one is, visual is vivid imagination. You grasp body movements and facial expressions. You make lists, are organized, identify patterns, recall information through lists. Auditory is remembering names, not so much faces. Spoken directions, express emotions by tone and volume and voice. And kinesthetic is coordinated, lots of energies, problems, staying attentive, activities that are hands-on are what you best learn from. So how to find your learning style? I recommend taking a quiz. I took one from Learning Tree, and I was a visual ESTJ, which meant extroverted, sensing, thinking, judging. So it shows you the percent of each category, and it focuses just on auditory, visual, and kinesthetic. It talks about your strengths and weaknesses and good study tips for each learning style you have. So it gave me study tips. It can give you ones based on what you are. So the study tips I have for visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Visual, you're going to like drawing pictures and diagrams. You're going to want to make flashcards to study. Auditory, you're going to study in groups, record your lectures, and tutor others. And you may make a rhythm or a song to remember dates, facts, and name. Kinesthetic, you're going to like to rewrite your notes and sentences to learn key facts, and you're going to walk around while listening to lectures. That'll let you remember it better. So now that you kind of know what your style might be, you're probably wondering, how does this benefit me in college? So there's 3 main ways it can benefit you in college. It can improve your academic success, allows you to grasp concepts easier, and make studying easier just by those study tips that I just talked about. And that can help you obviously with your academic success, and you want to make good grades and benefit through that. So now that you know how it benefits you in college, how does it benefit you in your career? So it can help build your confidence and self-respect. It allows you to apply new information, expanding your skill set for your job, and gives you the edge to competitors. When you can easily know you're going to remember new information and get your skill set under your belt, that's going to give you an edge to your other competitors in your job. In conclusion, your learning style can effectively help you in and outside your college once you find and understand how your brain processes information. We discussed what learning styles were, how you can find your styles, and why they are important in and out of college. And I hope this presentation has allowed you to think and figure out what your learning style is and how it can help you in the future. That's it.